Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French. Continuing our war with Russia after we have lost our two heavy cruisers. We have tasked battleships to go give them the what for. Actually, that's a British thing to do. What would be the French thing to do? We have tasked two battleships to go give those Russians the ha. Alright. Deteriorating relationships, port strikes. Hey, we already intercepted them. That's amazing. Alright, looks like we start close enough. Primary target's going to be the torpedo boat. Initially, we are fighting their battleship, which I forgot how much armor they have since it's been a day since I did the last recording. Yeah, though all those are misses. I'll miss forward and long. How far is this? 13 kilometers. And they will miss short. Bloop, bloop. Oh, the 8s are opening. They can actually penetrate a deck at that range. Ooh, one hit. Early flooding up forward. There they are. Shifting the secondaries, switching to HE, and taking a hard turn to port. We are now within 6 kilometers. And we can still hit them. Much reduced accuracy with this kind of maneuvering, though. Gascony should get a decent shot in before their accuracy drops. Oh no, they fired. Oh, they got offset quite a bit. Is the X turret jammed? We have a 7% chance to hit with our secondaries. Oh, there we go. One hit up high. There's one further down. Another hit to the control tower. We're getting lots of hits on the torpedo boat. Yeah, she's almost done for. I was waiting for it. I was trying to get out a few more rounds. Too risky. I shouldn't do that. Don't know why the X turret's not working. Not working on either one. Possibly an issue between the patches causes this one to be jammed. Maybe we can fix that on the refit, or we can just decommission these. Oh, there's the flash fire. Maybe we can just decommission the Gascony class. Is it the Gascony class? Sulfurino. We have a few of those too. It's unfortunate if the X turret's all jammed up now. There's our vengeance for our 2 heavy cruisers. Breadboards were distributed to the crew along with their wine rations for the day. South Atlantic and West Indian Ocean. Upper Volta. Okay, so we're going to see another offensive. Yep, there it is. I didn't track the previous one, which is still going on, and looks to be highly successful. A few more months. So they are transiting. We have 2 torpedo boats and a battleship. Let's see if we can intercept them around Freetown. Battleships I am going to take into Le Havre to repair. Heavy cruiser and 2 destroyers acting as guys to gum up the works. No, we're going to send these out up to Murmansk and Archangelisk. Where's the other 2? Let's go ahead and do that. So you can come up to Archangelisk. These ones will repair and then head up to Murmansk. No progress on our other offensives. Oh. We see them trying something over here. This brings our chances up to 38%. It's not great. It's not awful. Let's see, this is a single destroyer and it's trying to get into Vladivostok. So we're going to bring these 2 destroyers over and we're going to see if we can intercept them. These 2 destroyers we're going to go ahead and place into the Tsushima Strait under the invade role, preferably. Philippine Sea will bring this one Bring. Won't do anything with it? Oh, there it is. 4 destroyers, bunch of destroyers, 2, 2. Bring them in to help this one. Consolidate our fleets a little bit. Alright, there we go. Finances are acceptable. Shipyards are a little bit busier than they have been. There's a much better port strike. Baltic and South Atlantic. Arabia signs with Britain. They gain control of Sierra Leone. Where did the Russian destroyer go? Oh, shot back up here. No, that's a heavy cruiser. Try to get them in the strait. 48% chance. I think that's as good as we're going to get in the next 2 months. We don't have much else we can bring in there. Bring them in here, fine-tune that location for an intercept. And alright, good, they're set for protect. Not that it's doing us a lot of good right now. They didn't actually pull into the port. Need to pay attention to that. Make sure that the port name appears on the right. Offensives are nowhere. Afghan campaign is going well. Intersecting right there. I'm glad we plugged that gap. This is still a dangerous fight for the destroyer because it's against a heavy cruiser. But we've seen good results from our destroyers thus far in similar engagements. To the north. That's not going to hit our other destroyer, is it? Ooh, we need to fine tune this. Alright. let's get in there. We need smoke. What we got for penetration? 4.5 to 6. Heck. Let's try the AP. I'll outgun a heavy cruiser. Ooh, that made me nervous. Four torpedoes away. Straight into the broadside. Textbook. Lost one transport in the Baltic, which we're trying to fix that problem. Alright, they bypassed us. 2 torpedo boats are turning around. Try again to capture them. Take these guys off of Protect. And we'll plug up the English Channel. Making sure I understand. The roles as they are used. They combined. We want to separate them out if we can. Verites, Vercingetorixes. $28 knots, 29. Have the Paris and the Vercingetorix operate independently in the sea control mode. See where that leaves us. Probably do that here as well. I was using it more as an aggressive versus neutral and passive. which they do seem a little bit more aggressive on the invade mode, but we'll see. 51% at Vladivostok now. Hopefully we get another port strike next month before it resolves the result of the naval invasion. That's what we like to see. Not really damage to the port, so we might already be at max. Get larger destroyers, which is nice. 3 transports lost in the Baltic. Nyasaland is conquered. Age trying to provoke us. We gain control of the Russian Far East, which is great. That means we can shove them over to Sakhalin and see if we can conquer it. Let's move these guys over first. Move these ones over here. We'll set it up. And outside of that, we have 2 battleships and then a whole task force. Send them up here to Magadan and see if we can block that in and lock up all of the Russian fleets so they can't keep harassing us randomly. Let's see, this one's still returning. This one is still going. Let's see if we can't box them in. Everything else is good. No progress with those. The battleships have repaired. We can send them up to Murmansk. And this offensive is coming along nicely. Ooh, we're making money. Pump up our tech again. Man, the Soviet Union is having a bad day of it. War continues. Baltic and South Atlantic. Tendard to Sweden, 2 of them. Not huge, but it's something. We lose our offensive in Belarus for fairly even losses, slight advantage to the Russians. Alright, so they're still going through. That counts as the South Atlantic, so there you go. They're going to come through the, what is that, Surabaya Strait? Or is that over here? We don't need these guys in that location, so we can actually try to intercept them. Everybody is where they need to be. Politics, Soviet Union, naval invasion, South Sakhalin. See what that looks like here in a turn. Where'd this guy run off to? Did he bypass us? Sure did. Ran right by. Well, there is a little bit of a gap. Should put him up here. Or at Dover. Those battleships are set up, so are these ones. Excellent. Everything seems to be well in order. Finance is actually starting to hurt again. We had a nice windfall of funds, and I think it was temporary. Press relations. Empire of Japan's starting to get fairly negative. Korsakoff, excellent. Good port strike down here. Fairly negative relations with Japan. That's what I was getting at. Southeast already closing, which is good. There they are. Love the firing angles for these destroyers. They make excellent gunboats. Oh yeah, there we go. Good hit. With our over-penetrating HE rounds. Very British. There's 2 more hits. Aft belt, main belt. 3 more hits, actually. That should be a few more. Oh no, actually missed with all. They start maneuvering? Surprised they're not flooding more. I think they're flooding down. It's going right past the bulkheads. We're good. Make sure we don't take any unnecessary damage at the end. Oh yeah. Even more flooding on top of that. We are just having all the luck. French sailors upset at the sinking of 2 heavy cruisers. Yes, I see you, kitty. Okay, now we have a dangerous situation. Oh man, the Deputator. Isn't this a relic? Palestro class heavy cruiser. I don't recall specifically. There they are. Cruiser will maintain a good angle. Hopefully bounce some rounds. Yeah, that should actually be fine. Keeping it like that. Meanwhile, our destroyers will close in. Oh, jeez. That's my fault. I wasn't maneuvering enough. Cruiser's taking some hits. Let's drop smoke. Cross in front of the cruiser. Make sure we're maneuvering enough. Torpedo detonation, excellent. Thanks to the cruiser's 4-inch battery. Still took a hit there. 4.2 inch on the deck. Dangerous to be crossing the gunfire like that. Looking at 22 knots. We have to overcome and still find a good opportunity to launch torpedoes. Even if we can just slow them down, that'll be good. I don't want to be keeping stationary. Turn out. Not the best angle, but we're just going to keep accumulating damage, and one of those hits is going to be lucky. There's one set, second set, turn away. Dud. Hit. Should have watched that. Is what it is. Made the best of it. Our 8-inch can get quite a bit of penetration. They have 78%. Main belt will be a little difficult for the cruiser to handle. We can definitely handle the extended. Probably can't penetrate the gun shields. But it does have a decent weight of fire. Alright, let's turn you around. Come on. Oh wow, they're turning towards us. Pop smoke now. And let's try to get a good angle. We flooded their aft steering. That's excellent. We have a good shot at their bow plate. Oh, lucky with that. Alright, they're starting to turn to port. After their starboard turn, we'll see if we can get our torpedoes off. A little bit long range, but we've still got the fast torpedoes on this class. There they go. Got both sets. It's just one. Looks like we're only going to get the one torpedo in. It's alright. That is acceptable. Set them to follow the Acti. Let's do a steady turn to starboard. Got a ways before. Oh, please do not hit them. You want them to be okay until they load their torpedoes. Got a good amount of flooding. One of the torpedoes hit back aft, one hit forward. Plus, the heavy cruiser managed to flood their aft steering compartment. We are getting some overpens with the 8-inch battery, which is good. That's what we want. It's increased to 10 degrees. Turn around. It'll be a nice hard maneuver. Prevent them from causing too much issue. Looks like 8-inch did a main belt penetration. Nice. More flooding back in the aft citadel. Can't see exactly where that round hit. But it may be the end for the Imperatrista. Let's close in. She's showing her belly. That gives us a decent chance of hitting in under the belt. And I think we do need to get another flooding. How are we on reloading those torpedoes? They're coming along. We're gonna get some poor angles here, but we might hit the weak bow. There's our 6-inch. Should see the 8s coming up here shortly. Yeah. And then the 6s again. We're just pummeling them right now. And they're turning, keeping that poor angle on us. That's how they want to work it. We'll do a tight turn. Stay on the... Since she's listing hard to starboard. We stay on our port side. We should stay under her guns. Let's come down to about... Yeah, 17.5 knots seems reasonable. Smoke for the destroyer set up. Evening out the cruiser and bringing the destroyer around. This is the cruiser's chance to actually poke a hole in the side before the destroyers make their run. Oh! In the belt. It's alright. She's going very slow now, so we should have a clear shot here shortly. Alright. Let him fly. A perfect opportunity. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Second pair. Looks like we'll get both forward and aft ammo detonation. Acty away. Yeah, she's flooding down. There we go. Good teamwork. Nobody was lost. And there we go. One less Russian battleship to worry about. It's to lose the 2 transports in the Baltic. Brazil wants a Vercingetorix class. And the Koreans want a Galois, but they're not going to pay as much. Eastern Poland offensive failed. And we launched against from Lithuania against Belarus again. Heligoland is this island over here. kind of annoying that the British have that. See no threats in the North Sea, so it looks like we're going to effectively bottle them up in there. These guys are heading up to hit the strait there. These are blocking over there. How's this naval invasion look? And are all 3 fleets in? They are. 100% chance. Excellent. We'll leave that. They're bottling everything in. How are things looking for us? Like I said, relations with Japan are negative, slowly getting worse. Austro-Hungarian Empire is starting to make significant progress in being one of our future wars again. Things are looking good though. I like where we're at. Financially, we need to cut back. Oh, we've made progress with transport capacity. We're back up to 160%. Ah, that's because we're building more ships. We'll get paid for those. But we need to be able to fund it up front. Ooh, what do we have coming out? 10,000 ton light cruiser. It's a big light cruiser. And advanced mines too. Excellent. Submarine's not getting to do much against the Russians. But I think that's where we're at in our status of war with the Soviet Union. Good progress taking the eastern Russian Far East. We'll clean up Sakhalin Island, get Siberia, and maybe even northern Russia. With this fleet here and not being able to engage it at all, I don't think we're going to be able to do central Russia, and as we've seen, our offensives are getting nowhere. But that's the status of the war. I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.